Welcome to the real origin story. This is not the history they taught in school. This is not about powdered wigs, tea parties, cherry trees, and noble forefathers. This is not the sweet lies stitched into the flag and recited in classrooms. This history is soaked in blood, carved into black skin and buried beneath American soil. This is the truth. White America has spent centuries hiding, erasing, justifying, or dressing up in Sunday sermons. This is the real origin story, where white supremacy was not a mistake or a chapter in American history. It is the foundation. It is the system. It is the root, the trunk, the branches, and the fruit. America was not built by freedom. It was built by forced labor, by millions of stolen African people who were bought, beaten, raped, tortured, and sold like livestock. And this wasn't just a southern shame, from the cotton fields of Georgia to the textile mills of New England, from the sugar plantations of the Caribbean to the banks of Boston and the Ivy League halls of the North. The entire country drank from the well of slavery and prospered from its poison. The wealth of this nation, the cotton, the sugar, the railroads, the Wall Streets, was extracted through whips, chains, and stolen breath. Every liberty white America ever claimed was balanced on the broken backs of those it enslaved. And it wasn't done in the shadows. It was done in public squares, on auction blocks, in broad daylight. It was written into law, preached from pulpits, and passed down from father to son like an heirloom. White men raped black women and called their mixed-race children property. They castrated black men to kill the rebellion before it began. They sold babies like lambs, and they called it civilization. This country did not become a superpower despite slavery. It became one because of its slavery wasn't a footnote. It was the business model. And the worst part, they wrapped it all in the Bible. Christianity, the religion of love, mercy, and justice, was turned into a tool of terror. White preachers taught enslaved people to serve their masters with fear and trembling. They ripped out Exodus and kept only Ephesians. They quoted Paul but buried Moses. They gave the enslaved the slave Bible, a real, edited version of Scripture with more than 90% of the Old Testament removed. No freedom, no liberation, only submission, obedience, silence. That's not faith. That's psychological warfare disguised as holiness. And yet even in the jaws of hell, black people sang, fought, prayed, plotted. Even as their bodies were chained, their spirits were not. They carried Africa in their hearts, turned moans into coded hymns, and preserved humanity in a world that tried to erase it. They were never truly broken. I didn't write this to educate the comfortable. I didn't write it to ease guilt. I wrote it because too many of our stories were twisted or erased. Too many of our people were buried beneath lies. This book is not here to ask for understanding. It's here to demand truth. You will not find comfort here. You will not find neutrality. You will not find redemption for those who built an empire on blood and Bible verses. This is a book of exposure, a reckoning, a dismantling of the lies white America told itself and forced everyone else to believe. If you came here for comfort, close the book now. But if you came here for truth, the kind that burns, then welcome. The ancestors have been waiting for someone to speak plainly.